to challenge that position.
Self-proclaimed, Cole, believes he's the pinnacle. Reigns carries himself like he's at the top of this industry because he is at the top of this industry. Everything he does is a statement of dominance and authority that you would do well to acknowledge.
Reigns definitely has proven himself many times over the years.
And then there's the British Bulldog, a superstar who's locked up with some of the all-time greats over his storied career. If legends couldn't put a collar on him, I'm not sure anyone can.
No kidding. Bulldog is as tough as they come and twice as fierce. I don't think we've ever seen him back down from a fight.
Oh, look at this. After that attack on the apron, there is no way we're seeing them leave this arena without medical assistance.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Man, that's some attitude behind it. There's a crucifix. Nicely done.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Off the ropes.
Low drop. Goes into the pin.
So resilient.
Rapid fires. Makes the cover. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Elbows on the mark. Knew what Roman had coming. Ooh, slam.
With authority.
Low drop. And into the count. Gets the shoulder up. Wow. What's it going to take?
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
The big dog had that scouting.
What a headbutt. The better part of valor. Setting foot in the ring now.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Insulting.
Can he score the pin?
Maybe.
No, he kicks out.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy. Oh, my gosh.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm. He reverses it. Oh, my! He's in a little bit of trouble now.
Roman turning up the pressure and the heat there.
Broken up with a savage headbutt.
He's able to sidestep there.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
The counter.
Vicious right forearm. Oh, well-placed knee right to the midsection.
Wow! Niagara driver.
Goes from a deadlift position.
And a sit-out powerbomb.
Thunderous impact. He's getting up, but there's danger in front of him.
Vaulting plancha, incredible.
That's finding any which way to topple the competition.
Hurling your own body like that is insane. Goodness gracious.
Roman Reigns has just taken command.
As he goes on the attack against the Bulldog, you can see he's broken Davey Boy's focus and gotten inside his head.
Oh, look at that torture their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. What now? What now? Big risk here. He may be counted out.
He might be oblivious to the count, guys.
Back into the ring.
The tribal chief taking a moment to compose himself.
Looks more like...
Yes, Roman Reigns with a victory.
Oh, he grew tired of his smug attitude.
Here's another quick look at some of the highlights. Here is your winner, Roman Reigns. A count out is always a tough way to lose.
The winner looks a bit let down that this is the way the match ended. Perhaps they should have tried to break the count at the end there.
Tommaso Ciampa is willing to do anything and everything he possibly can to secure a win, no matter the cost. As talented as he is in the ring, he's not the type of competitor you want to turn your back on.
Yeah, if you turn your back on Ciampa in the ring, that's on you. And you can't fault Ciampa for fighting to win. That's what you're supposed to do.
I wouldn't turn my back on him in catering either, Corey, is what I mean. That's the kind of guy Ciampa's proven himself to be.
And we'll see if he's ready for the psychological warfare of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Few superstars are as menacing as Jake Roberts. You always have to be on your toes when he's in the building. Roberts will lay in wait until the perfect time to strike presents itself. Knee finds the abdomen.
He switches it back around. How do you counter the incredible aggression that Tommaso Ciampa fights with?
You have to find a way to turn it back against him because you're never going to match it. Taunt Ciampa, dodge his attack, do anything you can to control the tempo and frustrate him. The less control Ciampa has, the less effective his rage. And the knee.
Climbing up to the top now.
He's looking completely lost as he finds his footing.
Oh, look out.
The top, double cover. And he breaks the count quickly.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Vicious right forearm.
That's not right.
That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport. Ciampa is in some serious trouble.
Ciampa looking a little frustrated there.
From the top. Oh, and he doesn't connect.
Oh, what a nasty knee lift.
And cross neck breaker.
Roberts looked like he might have been lying in wait too long after that blow.
Yeah, as Ciampa was showing just what he is willing to do to get ahead here.
Right on the chops. Turns back Ciampa's attack.
Saw that coming. I think we're going to see it. Uh-oh.
Oh, what a counter. Oh, foot just stomping down. Great wherewithal from Ciampa.
Ooh, stiff punch.
The Snake with the arm wringer.
He's got him down. Is this it? That's it. Roberts gets it done. How about another look at some of the highlights?
Here is your winner, Jake the Snake Roberts.
This kind of win establishes him to the world.
An important win for him in this one.
I don't know why Ciampa lost tonight, but I know it definitely wasn't karma.
More like bad strategy.
Man, oh, gosh.
Well, Words fail me, Cole, and that does not happen often. A legit 7-footer, 400 pounds, can move like a cheetah and has the natural power of a bulldozer. One of the most astonishing men walking God's green earth.
Very young in his professional career as Omos, but with the abilities he possesses, the sky is truly the limit.
And then you have a walking, talking weapon like Goldberg, a superstar that might just be intensity personified. Always on, slightly off to a dangerous degree, and always ready to just bulldoze through the competition.
I do not envy anyone who stands across the ring from him. That's for sure. Shoulder tackle.
And Omos pays for leaving an opening.
Able to evade.
Boom, what a punch. Oh, shot right to the kidney. And again.
Great win.
He's got the shoulders down. Manages to avoid the pinfall.
He tried to make quick work of things and almost succeeded.
Just like that, Goldberg turns things around. Moves outside. What's the plan here?
Bruising attack to the stomach.
And Goldberg realizing there that he's not the only competitor in this matchup with an intensity edge on his side.
Omos really leaning into his natural power here, and this is what makes him so dangerous despite his inexperience.
Corey, Goldberg is perpetually in the attack position. Is that the approach that will bring him the victory tonight?
Tonight, Goldberg needs to take an extra second to think before he makes a move. Given the force and rate of propulsion in Goldberg's offense, one mistake could take him out of the match for good.
Arm wringer applied. And followed by a lariat right to the face. Hits him with the counter.
Caught with a punch.
Ref still counting, close to calling it.
Hurry back in.
Comes back into the ring. He's back in so close to a countout. You do not want to lose that way. And there was some force on that. Corey, the superstars get right back in this match.
It's almost unbelievable what we're seeing with our own eyes.
Believe it, Corey, believe it.
Back body drop. Exclamation point. Body buster.
And will this be it?
He gets the shoulder up in two.
Just barely, but it counts.
Goldberg in perfect position.
In case you've been living under a rock, Goldberg
And he goes for the pin. Gets the shoulder up.
You have to think this battle is starting to weigh down on him. Omos with great awareness.
From Goldberg.
Goldberg's going full force, but is keeping just enough of an even keel to avoid making mistakes. Inflicting more damage to the leg.
Uh-oh.
Fighting back with a counter.
Momentum isn't completely out of Omos' side just yet.
But he still has more work to do to get this fully in his favor. Omos with a vice-like grip on his opponent.
Having his way with his opponent.
Omos got it. Can he end it?
Wow, just barely making it out.
Not sure if Goldberg even knows where he is right now, but he absolutely just saved himself for the time being.
And Omos is as surprised as we are. He clearly didn't expect anybody to kick out of that. And Omos with a deadlift into a choke slam.
And Omos just put all 7 feet of himself into that one.
Tough position to be caught in here.
Right across the larynx.
Oh, and he's competitor here. Finally, monumental victory.
A lot of action in that match. Let's have a look.
Here is your winner, the Nigerian Giant, Omos!
This was a truly spectacular win.
Oh my God, Goldberg loses. It happened when he became 173-1, and it happened again tonight.
I can't believe it.
Now underway.
The tag team match is a classic staple of this business. It's the ultimate test of teamwork and in-ring timing.
Yeah, for partners to compete at a high level here, they have to form one truly exceptional unit, which is definitely easier said than done.
And well-timed maneuver there.
Here's the torture rack.
Racked up, not finished yet.
Rikishi in with the tag.
Oh, right in there. There's the tag. Caught with a big... He goes for the cover. Gets the shoulder up.
Not enough to get past the 1 count yet. Ooh, merciless looking blow.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Big splash.
Turning the tables there. He's tagging out.
Rapid fire Samoan drop.
Big forearm.
Stiff headbutt.
Rikishi in with the tag.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
From the top.
Through the air. And connects.
Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
And that definitely made solid impact. The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
Right now, he's thinking one of two things, Cole. I need to get out of here, or I'm going to answer this call and pay him back.
And this might not have a pleasant ending.
Down across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
Oh, what impact. The ref may call a count out soon, guys.
You do not want to test this ref.
Ripped in the hard way. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
And what a maneuver we just saw there. Can he score the pin? Kicks out of the pinfall attempt.
Close call, but not enough yet.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring.
Oh! No! You gotta be kidding me! No way! That's disgusting! Stink face!
Oh, strong impact. This team working like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, my goodness. Double gut buster. That might have broken some ribs.
He just isn't being given the room to recover. There he goes for the win. No, stops the count at 2.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Cranking the head. Right on the arm. Ooh. That unraveled onto
escape the attack.
And that was offense with a hurtful purpose. Caught in a bad position here.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Gets tagged in.
Cut off with a kick to the gut.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
And out of the ring he goes. He turns it around.
Ripped in the hard way.
Now he's been put on the defensive.
The WWE Universe giving him an extra shot of adrenaline.
Spine buster. Uh-oh.
Rikishi driver. Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
After what we've seen so far, you cannot question the lengths these superstars are willing to go.
The limits of physical exhaustion are being surpassed at this point.
Yes, tag.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Top rope, here we go.
On the top, targets the gut to end the offense. Boom.
On the outside.
Smart, attacking the arm.
He may be in a bad way here.
This is what the purpose of a tag team is. Don't be afraid to use the resources and help your partner offers. Am I being diplomatic enough, Cole?
Rikishi finds his target with that one. What are you guys thinking?
Obviously not about the ref's count, Cole.
And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there.
And it's over. Big tag team win there.
We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
Here are your winners, Umaga and Rikishi.
The out-of-the-ring count getting the best of them tonight.
When a match is decided by countout, it leaves you wondering where this match could have gone.
Never make it to WWE. Said he was too small, he couldn't learn or adjust to the system.
Well, those people were more off the mark than Saxton. Not only did Styles make it here, he shot immediately to the top and has stayed there ever since. That's the kind of drive he possesses. Takedown, looking for the crossface.
Oh, it's locked in, the crossface. He's got...
Looking to free the arm and does just that. Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Elbow smack.
Straining those muscles.
I'm not quite sure.
Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
Back suplex.
Spine crushing.
You are guaranteed to hit a steel beam out on the apron, and they definitely just felt all of it. Razor Ramon letting the crowd know who's in charge. Chico.
Suicide dive.
Oh, man, they do not care who or what they destroy.
Yeah, Byron, you are dangerously close to being collateral damage in this one. When you've had the career AJ Styles has, you have to think one of the advantages is that you can shift strategies on a dime.
Exactly right, and he shouldn't be afraid to do so. If I'm in Styles' ear, I'm telling him, don't lock yourself into one strategy. He knows it all, so use it all.
Connecting on the DDT. And shoulders are down.
That's still a quick kick out at this point.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
AJ Styles rolls through into the calf crusher submit. Incredibly important moment right there, being able to get to the ropes.
It can't be understated how much that could have just saved this.
Styles looking for it. There it is.
And he barely evades. Has AJ delivered the exclamation? Try and end it. Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
You got to think frustration must be mounting for Styles right now. He's looking a little weary now.
That was one way to get things phenomenally done.
Styles from the top.
Good Lord, taking flight.
And that was a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block.
Don't come over here.
Cole, quit. Use Saxton as a human shield.
Enough already.
Razor failing to offer any resistance here.
Styles truly using everything at his disposal.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
AJ Styles just adding salt to the wound now.
Submission move. An uncanny showing of power.
Give up now. Swallow your pride and submit.
Trying to find a way out. And he's out and delivers a knee.
First a knife edge chop and now continuing the attack on the knee.
Straight to the knee.
Razor Ramon able to counter.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
And that was a well-executed attack. He's lost some of his wind now.
A bad guy looking to end this now. Here it comes. Razor's edge. AJ's eyes are glazed over.
He's still in this fight.
How in the world does AJ find the will, find the tenacity to get the shoulder up there?
Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you got to be wondering if he's thinking one more time will be the charm.
AJ is honing in.
Kick to the midsection prevents the attack. Oh, what impact. As this match goes on, is there any self-doubt running through the minds of these competitors?
You can't even allow that notion to creep into your head. You have come too far and fought too hard to grow weak now.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. And Razor's leaving no breathing room here.
AJ's got to assert himself back in this one.
Razor Ramon not sweating, giving his opponent time to recover. He thinks he's got this one in the bag. And he saw that coming from Ramon.
Momentum isn't completely out of AJ's side just yet.
But Styles still has to do more to get this fully in his favor.
Styles has no control here.
You're not going to see Razor show any remorse. Reversal afterward.
Uh-oh. The bad guy.
Ooh, that caught with a punch to the face.
Beautiful chop block.
It's been a hardship for these superstars to get to this point, and I think these fans are driving them to claw that extra inch.
You can sense the ride these fans have been on, and I'm right there with them.
Powerless position to be in right now.
Here he goes for the win!
And he closes it out.
What a win for Razor Ramon.
Now's a good time to look at some of the highlights from that last matchup.
Here is your winner, the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Perseverance getting the gritty victory tonight.
I'm not impressed at all by AJ Styles' effort tonight.
Well, I mean, he tried.
Laura carries himself like a true rock star. He's got a devil-may-care attitude and a unique career.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
And the rope save him there.
But will he be able to last much longer?
Nasty-looking inverted suplex.
Just rubbing salt in the wound now. And he's able to reverse. Clothesline, so effective.
Vicious right forearm.
The springboard attack fails to land. Oh, strong impact.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
And again in the other direction.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here. Armbar applied.
They really
Our bar broken.
Oh my God. No! Slingshot cross body to the outside.
And that will surely test Eddie's composure here.
And Shinsuke putting all of his stunning power behind that flashy attack. Got the head scissors on.
Oh, elbow to the face. Executed suplex.
Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
knee just being torn apart now.
Here we go.
Oh, God, that's a bad landing.
Tempted fate and paid dearly for it.
That haphazard approach definitely proved costly.
Oh, right in the mat, face first.
That certainly wasn't pretty.
Basement drop kick.
Send him up. Got the head scissors on.
Sharp elbow.
Ooh. Count out may be imminent here.
Really testing fate right now.
Off the barricade.
Hoisted way up high. This is going to be bad.
Crucifix power bomb. 2 count. Pushes through after 2.
That was a long 2 count there.
Looking to take flight here. Look at that.
Nakamura was ready for that one.
Kicking out before the count.
Refusing to give up even an inch of ground as this match continues. Oh, Nakamura!
Crashing down. Landslide.
to be impressed with how much Eddie can endure, how much he's able to still fight on.
But Nakamura will have to remain unflappable and continues his assault to end this.
He was waiting for him to make his move.
This deep into a match is when trouble rises, where injuries may occur. You've got to think long-term and consider your future fights.
And I guarantee you that throwing in the towel is the furthest thing these superstars are thinking about.
And Eddie pays for leaving an opening.
Check this out.
Oh, backbreaker.
From the top.
Good Lord, taking flight. That's gravity taking a break before coming down like thunder.
Thrown back in under the ropes.
Wrenches the arm. Ooh, nasty kick. Oh, what a kick.
Oh, my goodness.
He's heading up top.
Thinking big.
Perched up top.
Oh, God.
Taking a chance, and it didn't pay off at all. Set him up. Got the head scissors on.
Sharp elbow.
And he tosses him back in now. And a reversal by Guerrero.
Counters on counters. Technical prowess on display.
Oh, vicious knee to the face. There are no words for the ride. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. I think he's got it locked in good. I just don't know how to counter that.
Cross armbar is in. No. Change of plans. Suplex delivered.
And Eddie remains not at all shy when it comes to dishing out damage throughout this match.
This is an absolutely terrible position for Shinsuke to be in.
Whoa!
Suicide dive.
That is tossing your own body around without a care.
Taking no account for their own well-being. Wait for it. Kinshasa. Hit that just as hard as his opponent does.
Latino Heat doing some damage.
Eddie showing his inherent in-ring talent there. Might just win this match straight up without any shenanigans tonight.
And we just saw some serious offense. Backdrop suplex. He may not be aware of the count. He's got to get back in. Goes under the ropes to get back inside. And there's the cover. And that'll do it. It's finally over with the win. Here's another look at some of the previous action, giving their fans their money's worth and more.
Here is your winner, Eddie Guerrero.
That was a difficult win.
But it was a big win in the record books.
Well, as cutting as Nakamura's knee strikes can be, they just weren't sharp enough tonight.
That's pretty surprising.
The Miz has earned his place here in WWE.
And found plenty of awesome fame and fortune along the way.
True, and tonight he's eager to show everyone just how awesome he is inside the ring.
And we know it doesn't take much to get Macho Man heated. But will he be able to conserve his energy and dig down if this fight goes into the deep water?
I don't think conserving energy is part of Randy's style. The man's a tower of power. Too sweet to be sour. And you best believe he only has one speed.
You're only saying that because you were in his rap video.
Placing them right where they want them, into the corner.
Oh, man. Up high. Cross body.
Penny predicament, shoulders down.
He's trying to get this done fast, looking to avoid going into deep waters.
The Miz has proven to be an expert when it comes to cheap tricks and underhanded tactics. How do you counter that as his opponent?
If by underhanded tactics you mean clever strategies, then yes, Miz is an expert. And I think the only way to combat that is by giving him and this match your complete focus. Take your eyes off the A-lister for even 1 second, he'll find a way to get one over on you. Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash. Oof, ruthless striking.
Into the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target.
Oh, my God. A springboard. This could do it.
Kicking out in time.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
Neckbreaker.
Oh, my favorite thing. The world famous it kicks.
Would you stop? Even I got to admit, The Miz is looking pretty awesome.
This is it. This is going to be it.
For the skull-crushing finale. The Miz had him measured. 2.
What, only 2?
Savage will not stop fighting. The Macho Man doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
And the Miz is starting to throw a tantrum. You might be getting desperate here, guys.
Working the midsection there.
Great counter by Savage. Randy Savage connected with a good shot there. Dig it.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Gouging at the face, this is gnarly.
Come on, enough.
That's not right.
Oh, did he have the Macho Man scouted? Oh, perfect kick.
With the left arm, Miz.
Stop in the leg.
Able to reverse that one. And Miz with a chop block.
Drop kick finds the spot.
What are we going to see from Miz?
Taking flight.
But he doesn't connect.
Thunderous right hand.
Reversal. Can he take advantage? He is just reeling from that offense.
You could tell The Miz was calculating that attack for a while.
And some effective offense with that one. Savage with amazing reflexes. Getting set up for something in the corner. And that was an efficient display of all. He's going for the pin. This could be it. Into the pay window. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
And you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Miz has a hook. Crushing finale. Savage is down and out.
He was almost finished.
Unbelievable kick out. Where's the Macho Man getting the strength from?
And the Miz is starting to lose his temper. He might stoop to anything to end this. I don't think any of these superstars are going to show any quit at this point.
Never say die attitude on full display.
With the left arm, Miz. Yeah, this tracks. Miz never did meet a crowd he didn't know how to play to. fighting back against Miz.
Oh, knee lift.
Somebody better check his nose.
Oh, look at his aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, what a move!
He steers clear of contact.
Down across the neck.
Insulting. And now Savage is bleeding. Goodness gracious. Macho Man dodges.
He went right into that turnbuckle.
Not where you want to be right now. And listen to this place.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Forearm after forearm after forearm. Oh, a flurry of strikes. Things are going sour for the Macho Man.
Miz is showing that edge, that ruthlessness. So ruthless.
Shoulders down. What a kick out.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Moved out of the way. That could change the whole complexion of this match.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Ooh. What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Loving blow. Oh! Really just laying it in. So ruthless.
Oh, kick right to the back. Great counter. Uh-oh. Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver. Clothesline!
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Boundless energy from Randy Savage.
This is the level of focus you have to have when clashing with someone as wily as The Miz. Miz from behind, hook.
Crushing down. That one has to end this.
Makes the cover. Guys, he put him away. That's a pretty big win. We're going to be hard-pressed to see a better match than that. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, The Miz!
What a win for him here.
He really displayed his prowess in victory.
The Macho Man just got eaten up like a delicious meat snack.
Well, I can't blame him for being a bit hesitant, and that's why. A sucker punch.
Why do you have to do that?
Well, maybe if they showed some class and accepted the handshake, they wouldn't have been punched in the face.
Is that an official start?
Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear it.
He better think of a quick counter. He's going to have to tap out.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
That's a counter with style.
Clearly targeting the shoulder.
Look at this.
Foot DDT.
DDT.
Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Fade. And breaks out of the sleeper.
Tossed into the corner.
Uh-oh. Turning the tables. move from The Rock scouted. Double axe handle.
Oh, this is just disrespectful. And an elbow drop, too?
As electrifying as he is, The Rock tends to prefer a more...
From the top.
What? Just crashing down with high impact.
And some effective offense with that one. Could be some collateral damage on the way here.
Everyone needs to clear out, including us.
What a clothesline.
Good grief.
He's looking a little off balance. Hogan winning that exchange.
Letting his opponent know respect is earned, and he's still $1 short. Punch across the cheek.
Big time clothesline. Good grief. Stop it.
He can pin his opponent right here. Getting the shoulder up before two.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out.
Put down face first. Crafty way to get out of harm there.
What a clothesline.
Good grief.
Electrifying offense from the Brahma Bull.
Showing exactly why he's the great one.
Suplex.
Up fast. Buster.
Down hard. Lately, here's the cover. Kick out just in time.
Wow. The millions are about to experience it. Full head of steam.
And he said, "You're not getting me with that this time."
Back elbow smash, nothing fancy.
An overbearing assault on Hogan now.
Orchestra has to find a way, find some energy. What a hot shot. Sent all the way to the outside.
And countouts are legal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside. Held in a perilous position.
Press slam. The Rock may be in a bad way here.
Clothesline. Nice combo.
The Rock with a great dodge. Power slam.
Stomping down. And Hogan continuing his charge.
And he's played this well, dictating the pace. He's not giving The Rock the match he wants. He's making it difficult for him to keep up.
He needs to find his way back into the ring.
The count just keeps going up. 8.
Kick to the gut.
Ooh, brutal forearm. He's absorbing some tough hits now.
At this stage of the match, they are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth.
And a well-executed move we just saw there.
They're slamming their face down.
Discouraging situation for the People's Champion.
Gonna be hard to stop the Hulkster here.
Elbow drops to the solar plexus. And a little disrespect for this.
Hogan looking to end this.
Did Hogan get enough of it?
Cover! 2! Amazing!
What? Guys, I really thought The Rock was about to be beat.
Hogan's got to be looking deep in himself, asking what will it take to get that 3 count. Oh, he knew what was coming. We have seen such a physical match from these combatants, and the wear and tear is starting to show.
Now's the time where the smartest competitor needs to take advantage of the situation. Needs to figure out the quickest way to end this.
And there was some force on that move. He's in a bad way, guys.
Holding on by a thread, maybe even less at this point.
Oh, that right there is classic Rock.
Into the DDT.
Hoisted up. Oh, man. What a gut buster.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Here's the trademark intense offense of The Rock.
Holster's in a disheartening position.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea. Delivered into the barricade.
And that definitely made solid impact.
An agile escape. Man, this is about as close as you can cut it. They're playing with fire here. I wonder if he can smell what The Rock is cooking.
Head over heels. He's going for the pin. This could be it. Oh, and he kicked out at 2. I cannot believe it.
Both competitors digging into wells they didn't even know existed.
Oh, kick right to the gut.
Another
one.
Oh, and a clothesline. Here comes Hogan.
Leg drop by Hogan.
The Rock just got checked in.
Looking for the victory. 2. Hollywood Hogan did it. What a huge victory. Sometimes a match can't live up to the hype, guys, but that one sure did.
Here is your winner, Hollywood Hogan.
Well, you can't help but think it was the cheap shot that secured the victory here tonight.
Look, sometimes you do what you have to do to win, and in this case, it paid off.
I have no idea how you can call what they did winning, more like surviving. And considering what they did to survive, I don't see it as very fulfilling.
When surviving means you get your arm raised at the end, that means you won, Cole. Sorry it wasn't fulfilling enough for you.
The WWE Intercontinental title on the line. Perhaps a new chapter will be written in this championship's long history.
For over 40 years, the WWE's best have competed for this title.
Winning the Intercontinental title has been a major milestone in some Hall of Fame careers, and well, it could be just that again here tonight.
Oh, what a counter. Measured up nicely. And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Big forearm. Uh-oh.
Sudden cutoff from Brett.
And both athletes showing that they have each other's number. Another reversal. Eye for an eye here.
So, Corey, let's say you're the $1 Million Man. What are you prioritizing in terms of keys to victory?
Apart from bribing the refs, I'd say the keys are to stick with what works. The $1 Million Man is a surprisingly gritty fighter for a guy with that kind of money. And I think he'd be best served by making this a brawl. And maybe slip the ref a $100 bill to look the other way when this brawl gets dirty.
Oh, DiBiase with great awareness. Snap power slam.
A little rope assistance.
Very effective. Focusing on a body part, picking it apart. The arm's as good of a place to focus as any.
What a backbreaker.
Right to the spine. Strong knee connects. Watch the quickness on this.
Into the snap suplex.
Here's the pin, title on the line. And the champion gets a shoulder up just before 2.
Still
It's effective.
And sent right into the corner. Gets him in position.
This is not going to end well for him, Michael.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver. Quick reaction to Hart there. Big back body drop. Covered by the champ. Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
The Hitman with an excellently executed pile driver.
Bret Hart looking to put this thing away.
Sharpshooter. Submission hold locked in.
Sharpshooter's locked in. Hart is cranking it with everything he's got.
Is his opponent going to tap out? Is Hart going to tap him with the sharpshooter? Wait a minute. What a counter.
Oh, my.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
Boom, just turn that around.
Good defense. Hits him with a gut-wrench suplex.
What impact. Fist directly to the gut.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
And up the turnbuckles we go.
Here we go.
You gotta be kidding me.
You want to talk about putting it all on the line.
Always an extra risk when you dive ringside.
And he tosses him back in now. Vicious. The challenger's hopes are slipping away.
Yeah, this is not good. You don't say, Saxton.
This might be a situation that Ted DiBiase can't buy his way out of.
No such situation exists, Byron.
No, no, no. Oh, the high risk doesn't pay off.
I don't care how bold you are. Missing on those kind of maneuvers will send you to a medical facility.
Medical attention might be needed out here. That was a nasty landing.
Uh-oh.
Boot to the stomach gives them separation.
Knee lift.
Boom, right in the button. Hart wasting no motion on the counter.
Defenses are sharp in this series of reversals.
Ooh, that hurt.
The Hitman in the crosshairs.
Say goodnight. $1 million dream locked in by DiBiase. Just tap.
Made the $1 million dream look like chump change.
Bad landing.
Bret Hart looking to finish this once and for all. Can he turn him? Yes, he does.
There's a shot.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it.
I think we are witnessing a career-altering moment for these superstars, guys.
But the spoils will only go to the victor. I have a feeling we're close to finding out exactly who that will be. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch.
Just stretching out the arm.
Climbing up top, he's got big plans. From the top. Piercing elbow.
For the win. There's two.
Bret Hart retains the title.
That match deserves another look, folks.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Impressive victory from bell to bell.
This will not stand. DiBiase didn't lose. That's not even the real referee. It's his twin.
Would you calm down?
Three tough competitors in this triple threat. In the ring we see Seth Rollins, Edge, and Doink the Clown.
Triple threat matches are a beast of their own. No disqualification, no count out, and twice the threat of being pinned or submitted.
Kick from behind. Ouch.
Kick to the gut. Lifted way up, round and around, and big time powerbomb. No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt a lot.
Watch the quickness on this. Snap suplex.
Single leg drop kick caught him. The better part of valor. Raw drop kick.
Kick lands.
Returning to the ring now.
Hooked him up.
And a suplex. Jumping knee right to the face.
Oh, man.
He moved, but can he capitalize?
Triple threat matches are about as dangerous as they come. So here's my advice. Be ready to take some punishment. No one wins a triple threat without getting some bumps and bruises along the way. Just get in there and fight your heart out.
Sounds like a straightforward, effective approach to this unique type of match. Whatever's playing here can't be good. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
Looks like they want to take things outside. No telling what they have in store now.
He returns to the ring.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface.
Really work, and he breaks the submission.
Lifted way up.
And that was a well-executed attack. Launched into the air with a back body drop. The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
Face first.
And he breaks up the count. Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
The arc. He better think of a quick counter. He's going to have to tap out.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
That's a counter with style.
He deflects it right back.
Oh, man. Looking wobbly in the corner.
Oh, Doink gets cut off. Single leg drop kick caught him. He's back into the ring. Edge caught him there. Oh, jumping knee strike.
Lights out. Knee right to the gut.
And the cover for the win.
This is it.
He breaks the ref's count before two.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure anything will. Settling on the kendo stick. No good can come from this.
Kick right to the back of the leg. And that was an effective attack, guys.
Rolling elbow. Woo-wee. Snap power slam.
Big forearm.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
With the reversal.
Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time. I don't know what he's got planned with that, but I know it ain't good.
Execution.
Cover. Two. Oh, and he kicked out at two. I cannot believe it.
That sucked all the air out of this place. It looked like a done deal.
Into the ring now.
Avoiding contact.
There he goes, right into the corner. And that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Here's Edge's big chance.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
What a kick out. I can't believe what we're seeing from Seth Rollins tonight.
Edge stopped just short of that mountaintop he talks about. But have to make a harder push to finish things off. Oh, Buster. Oh, my God. He's getting pushed down into the defensive.
After lasting this long in a triple threat, it'd be a shame to take a nosedive now.
Oh, my God, a small package driver.
And he's ready to throw out all decorum in this one.
Giving him the 3 count right here.
This is it.
Edge manages to kick out.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. We continue to see incredible perseverance from these competitors.
superstar willing to give an inch.
Doink steers clear there.
Hits him with the counter. Oh, look at the double team here.
Uh-oh.
Goes up, must come down.
Double flapjack.
Rolling drop kick.
Pinning down their opponent's arm.
Dropping the knee for more punishment. Goodness, that looked bad.
Here's the cover for the win. No, stops the count at 2.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Breaker. Seth Rollins not looking so good here.
Dangerous times for the Architect. Yeah, this is not good. You don't say, Saxton.
Yeah, all the Architect's designs seem to be going astray.
Got to figure out a new plan quick. And we just saw some serious offense.
Boom.
He's heading back to the ring.
Booty boot. Oh, the elbow connects.
Lining it up. Gonna cut him in half. Nicely countered with a hard-hitting DDT.
And a direct assault has Edge breathing.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
And he breaks the hold.
Stiff. This is it.
Kidding me. Seth Rollins' arrogance on full display with that gesture.
Execution. Hoping to end it here.
How in the world? How have we not claimed a winner yet?
You gotta believe that not wanting to feel the agony of defeat is causing this never surrender attitude.
And back in the ring we go.
Michinoku driver. Incredible spear. Is there any fight left in Rollins?
That's gotta be it.
He eludes the contact.
Sit down. Powerbomb.
God, what a match.
Here he goes for the win. No, didn't get it.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Knee left.
Oh, better check his notes.
Oh, my God, a clothesline. And there's the takedown.
Pressing the foot to the back of the head. And then a stop. Edge looking to put the fear of God in his opponent.
He steps foot in the ring again. Sit down, pile driver. Planning on what to do next. Oh, face first. Flipped over into an arm drag there.
Slows that down with a real kick.
And that was offense with a hurtful purpose.
Football by Rollins.
Uh-oh, this is just vicious.
No! Oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious. Placed into the corner.
From the middle, right into the stomp. Good night.
Rollins just turned the lights out.
Oh, my God, a clothesline.
Bam! Slips out of the way there. What reflexes?
German suplex. That catches Doink looking. Setting up for something here.
Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. Launched with a belly-to-belly. Will it be? Think so.
Broken up, and the match continues.
Be looking for a neck breaker here.
Oh, forearm to the neck.
That connects from Edge.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Devastating elbow.
And this match will head back to the ring.
Vicious right forearm. Rollins got out of the way.
Jumping face buster.
Wrist clutch applied.
How humiliating. Just kicks to the face. Driving a knee into the arm.
He just bit. Spear by Edge. Unloading their best shot once more.
A kick out. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I don't either. Can this ref even count the three?
Edge is shell-shocked. He thought that was the crushing blow he needed.
How in the world do these superstars have anything left at this point?
The arena's thinking the same thing. All eyes are focused on this moment.
Spinning heel kick. Put in position now. Lands face first.
And he has to start protecting himself from attacks to that area.
Coming back in the ring.
Cross the top rope all the way to the floor.
Joint cuts him off. Getting him into the corner.
Evades the attack.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Headbutt, 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 headbutt.
Just bludgeoning their opponent.
He could pin his opponent right here.
It's over.
What a win for Edge.
And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about for a long, long time.
Here is your winner, Edge!
Quite the impressive victory, coming out on top against two very capable, very prepared competitors.
Three superstars absolutely giving it their all, with one breaking away from the pack in the most dominant way possible. What a match! What a win!
I don't think there's another match out there that can equal the sheer chaos of tables, ladders, and chairs.
Oh, it is a level of insanity that only grows with every piece of hardware introduced. Certainly a match that is exciting to watch, but absolutely brutal to be a part of.
Across the top rope. Elbow drop right on point.
Michaels turns that around. Back in the ring now. Great reversal. Into the corner now. He leaves the ring, and there's no countouts in this one. He'll head to the ring. Did you see that? Propelled through the air. How can anyone navigate the havoc of a tables, ladders, and chairs match?
You need to stay sane. Having a level head will help you find ways to keep yourself out of harm's way and areas of opportunity. Focus is crucial in a match as dangerous as TLC.
And Cactus expected that.
With authority. Oh, an inverted atomic drop.
Very nice.
Again.
Getting the ladder set up.
Right in the center of the ring. A picture-perfect rotation.
Crossbody wipes them out.
There's a fisherman suplex.
Look at this. Pendulum backbreaker. Tick-tock. He's on his heels a bit now.
Yeah, Cole, but I don't think this will affect anyone's chances at this stage in the TLC match.
Set him up for the side Russian leg sweep. Making the climb here, guys. Oh. He's trying for it now.
Gotta act fast.
Going for it all. Interesting timing, to say the least.
Climbs back inside. It's over. Oh, and a nice work. Well, tables, ladders, and chairs. Do I need to say any more?
Here is your winner, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels!
And we know Razor is going to take the fight to his opposition. Ramon should try some mind games, probably even toss a toothpick his opponent's way, too.
I hope Razor's got an extra toothpick for you, Cole. How dare you try to coach him up? Razor doesn't need some armchair quarterback, some bookworm telling the bad guy how to fight.
Well, we'll see how Ramon plans on delivering tonight.
And with LA Knight, you're looking at a superstar. And a man with a certain set of skills who absolutely knows how to get things done in the ring. Just gets right up in your face and takes you on head on.
Oh, caught by the back elbow. Put into place. It seems like that slap might have had a little extra hostility behind it.
What a counter. Huge boot.
Some would consider Razor Ramon cunning, while others might call him underhanded. Corey, from the top. He turns it around.
Oh no, trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand.
Guys, they are getting way too close for comfort here.
Yeah, I've seen this before, and it doesn't end well.
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
And he slides him back to the mat. Oh, clothesline!
Razor Ramon letting the crowd know who's in charge. Chico
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Boston Crab now. Will this match... Oh, he's able to find enough grip to fight out of the hole. Crucial escape here. Delivers the Bulldog. Look at that insult to injury with that one.
Adding a level of insult with that kind of physicality. Just disrespectful.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
And he saw that coming from Ramon.
Oh, good night.
Sorry. Now he's been put on the defensive. Oh, my God, what a slap.
Disrespect.
The ultimate sign of disrespect.
Very close. Fatigue clearly setting in.
He gets back into the ring.
The bad guy has his opponent up and down with the choke slam. And
We're gonna see it way up there.
Razor's Edge. That could be curtains for night.
Cover. Somehow he kicked out.
You gotta be kidding me.
Surviving that maneuver is absolutely amazing.
That was plan A, and it didn't work. He must be thinking about plan B at this point.
Measured knee drop.
Carefully, a knee drop delivered.
So precise. Hoisted up.
LA Knight getting it done there.
Pure physicality.
LA Knight is showing his opponent takes a run on the gravy train.
There's two. Hangs on by a thread.
He is just barely still in the fight. I don't know how many more times he's going to be able to kick out after that.
That was too close for comfort.
And you can sense the desperation mounting as that last move couldn't finish things. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. From the top. Oh, God, that's a bad landing.
An absolutely terrible landing ringside.
Ripping and tearing at the face. Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, man.
And a reversal by LA Knight.
Sidewalk slam.
Almost drove him through the ring.
And this one might be headed ringside.
Russian leg sweep. Shot after shot. It's ruthless striking.
Good timing with that reversal. Planted with the bulldog. His opponent is just overwhelming him here.
There is no way this can go on for much longer.
And he gets set back into the ring. Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right.
Fallaway slam. Lifting them up. Relative ease. Followed up with a discus punch.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Oh, look at his aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
You have to sense that fatigue is starting to become a factor at this point.
Make no illusions of it. This is coming down to a battle of attrition.
Ah, look at this. Oh, God, that hurt. Momentum is really on Razor Ramon's side.
Razor Ramon staying in line so far, but still playing by his rules. Good night so far for the bad guy.
Uh-oh. Dropping the elbow right on the knee. Wow, perfectly aimed strike from Ramon.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Back elbow blows that one up. Brought down with a neck breaker.
That should do it right there. A kick out at two.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
Uh-oh. The bad guy set out. Popped right in the face.
No neck breaker. What energy in this arena tonight.
I'm getting goosebumps. LA Knight kick to the gut with BFT.
Knight about to end this fight.
Looking for the victory. 2 count. You gotta be kidding me.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
All of that work, all these big moves, and it still didn't earn the fall. Cover.
after everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate.
Getting carried around, bad spot to be in.
He may get the 3 count right here. This is it.
And he kicks out of the pin and 1.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from?
Fallaway slam. Out of the ring, what's his plan here?
Punch to the stomach and stop in their tracks.
He's 1 step ahead there.
Oh, man, just punishing.
There's electricity running through this arena right now.
Will it be the spark for one of these competitors?
Uh-oh, getting ready to elbow drop.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Knight doesn't have any room to recover.
Just unrelenting attacks from the bad guy.
And he saw that coming from Ramon.
And Knight is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
Time now for Knight to battle back into this fight.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Razor is ready to let all of us bask in his machismo.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there. Oh, look at his aggression, just pure brutality.
Oh, easy.
Perched up top.
He paid for that one.
Oh, man, big time. Elbow drop, big time.
Elbow to the heart.
Look at this heel hook. This is how you punish your opponent, and he's enjoying every minute of it.
Land with a power slam.
Oh, boy, ready to strike, guys. What are we going to see? BFT.
Hoping to end it here.
Are you kidding me? I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Just like that, the bad guy counters.
The bad guy looking to end this now. Here it comes. Razor's edge. Razor just might have this one.
It's over. Brutality finally comes to an end. Now let's take a look back at these guys in action.
Here is your winner, the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
You cannot say they didn't give it their all and then some to achieve this victory.
The reward definitely seems greater than the risk right about now, but we'll see how they feel once they get back to the locker room and hit the showers.
Trash talking as the bell rings and we're underway.
Oh,
That poor ref. This is not the way to kick things off. Is that an official start?
The referee was able to start the match, so we are proceeding with this match.
Yeah, guys, there is no way that doesn't play a part in this one.
Saxton, in this business, you got to keep your head on a swivel, no matter who you are. That was just a quick reminder.
Talk about devastation.
Thunderous Club comes down. Very effective.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Time to go home.
Go home.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. For a guy who loves to fight like Kevin Owens does, you think there's any particular aspect he should lean into?
Absolute relentlessness. As long as Owens has blood flowing through his fists, he's going to use them. He needs to tap into that fighting spirit and trust that it'll carry him through the match.
No!
Oh, God!
A totally ill-advised decision there.
Maybe slight hesitation there caused the outcome. No way.
High risk doesn't pay off.
Brash decision-making there proved to be extremely detrimental.
Can you recover from such an error? You have to wonder.
Coming, taking advantage. Oh, my Lord. He could do it here. He narrowly avoids the count.
Not yet.
This is not going to end well. Explorer escapes in a nick of time.
Leg sweep from the outside. Very clever.
He's getting a little battered now.
Solely focused on punishing the leg. About to be the proverbial one-legged man in the you-know-what kicking contest. Uh-oh!
Able to get the advantage here. And Owens able to reverse it. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting. How are they going to hear after this match?
I don't think there's any love lost here.
Certainly seems that tensions are rising, Michael.
I have a feeling we're only seeing the beginning, Byron.
Just bouncing that head like a basketball.
Great thinking to stop Owens.
Followed up by another to the chest.
He got whipped into that corner. Oh, Byron's favorite move.
Here we go!
The Bronco Buster.
That's awesome.
This is it.
Kicking out before the count.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down.
Oh, counters right into the breadbasket. For the victory here. Almost ended it there.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Well-placed kick.
He's starting to struggle here.
For all things considered, Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this point in the match.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Oh, misses the mark.
This is just brute power.
What a German suplex. And he's able to counter.
Uh-oh.
Slingshot senton, yes.
That is reckless abandon being shown.
And paying off as well. Absolutely spiked DDT.
And now there's an opening.
Hooked up in a pump handle.
Neckbreaker.
Goodness. That was nasty.
Look at this.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
Oh, what a drop kick.
On the
fuel to the fire right now.
6, got it.
Maybe that will shut him up.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, 6!
Despite less than legal efforts to defeat them, they are standing tall now.
Coming back after being on the receiving end of an underhanded attack and winning it all? Impressive? Doesn't even begin to describe it.
Some might say lucky does, though.
Oh, no, this is not luck. This is fortitude. This is grit, Corey.
And we're about to witness all-out chaos in this no disqualification match.
Yeah, this has got to be a pretty easy match for the ref tonight. No rules to enforce. Just got to watch for that first fall.
Curtain call. Slips out of the way.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
He gets out of the way. Tuck him out to me.
Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road.
And what a maneuver we just saw there. To put too fine of a point on it, but how the heck do you win a fatal four-way match?
You need to realize that everyone is an enemy and it's one fall to a finish, so you need to have eyes in the back of your head and not let the match get away from you.
Oh, and that buys some time.
Taking this to the floor. No clue what he hopes to find down there. And that was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
Kendo stick to the skull.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Yeah, but I think he's got a lot left in the tank, Cole. He's going to need to maintain if he wants to come out on top against these 3 other men.
Power from the suplex.
Trampling the opposition. Ooh, sharp kick. Boom! Boom! Ouch.
Flipping the script on him there.
Rhodes showing his opponent how confident he is.
Overhead belly to belly.
Nakamura so elusive.
Bad predicament right here. No.
He was elusive there.
Look at this, going counter for counter.
A running knee lift.
Just caught flush.
He's lost some of his wind now.
Dodged right on cue.
Able to interrupt the attack.
Oh, that'll turn your clock.
Rhodes denies the attack. What a forearm shiver.
Fell off with an elbow.
A blow to the breadbasket.
Whipped over in a snap.
And will this be it? And he breaks up the pinfall.
Let's keep fighting.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Adding a level of insult with that kind of physicality.
Crank in the head.
Nakamura escapes the attack.
Oh, he knew what was coming. Thrown back in under the ropes. And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there.
Breaker.
For the win. Working interference. Vicious right forearm. What a wrist clutch suplex. Up fast. Buster. Down hard. Float over. Okay, he's re-entering the ring. Oh, the stomp. Here it comes.
persevere here. Absolutely incredible.
Rock might need to dial up a little more electricity than usual. That wasn't enough. How much longer can these superstars continue to fend off defeat?
Every obstacle's been met with equal measures of tenacity. It's going to take a lot to close this one out.
Uh-oh. Stopped! Belly! Scouting pays off against Nakamura. From behind, German suplex. Oh, God.
Sledgehammer right to the gut.
Big clothesline. And he stops the count. And returning to the ring.
Knee right to the gut.
He has to be at his limit now.
He can really stand to give back as good as he's getting right about now.
And that was a precisely measured attack. And Nakamura with a perfectly timed maneuver there.
Yeah, Shinsuke's fighting off exhaustion to keep this match going.
Thinking pays off.
Man, you can see he is feeling it now.
He skirts around it. Stick impact.
I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle.
And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
Clear to position now.
Dodges out of the way.
Dominating elbow into the cover.
Oh, and an air fall. He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Heading back to the ring. Into the arm drag. Quick reversal.
And they just busted out an impactful maneuver. Pulled in for
Belly top belly. I am feeling a Titanic ship through this crowd right now.
Well, you're not the only one, Saxton. It's all...
Does he have him here? Running interference. Set him up for the incredible leg sweep.
Nicely done.
Setting up for something here. Break his arm. And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Mat slam with some attitude. Sledgehammer, how do you recover from that?
For the win. 3. No. The shoulders were not down. The referee was right on top of it. The Rock telling him what he said his whole career. Just bring it. The Rock saw that one coming.
Counter upon counter. Great minds thinking alike.
And that was offense with a heart for purpose. And now The Rock finding himself on the receiving end yet again.
Yeah, The Rock's got to find a way to channel that reserve of electricity we all know he has deep inside of him.
And we just saw some serious offense. Placing them into the corner. Elbow. He takes control. Finds the answer for Nakamura. How's that for a count? Right hook.
Big time clothesline. Good grief. Boot to the gut will stop anyone in their tracks. Down for a European arm breaker.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
And he goes into the ring.
Cody Rhodes has his opponent right where he wants him. Those crossroads. Nakamura could be conquered.
Is it enough? The cover. Not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
How did Shinsuke kick out of that?
Disbelief on the face of the American Nightmare. What's he going to have to do to put this away? Here he goes for the win. He breaks up the pin and the match continues. Uh-oh. Reversal. Can he take advantage?
What's coming next?
For a European armbreaker.
This place is going insane.
The ground beneath my feet is shaking.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. Reversal from Nakamura. And that definitely made solid impact. Uh-oh. Look out. Simple but effective. Ooh. Lariat. From behind. German suplex. The sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
Rollins from the middle rope. Through the air. Cody cover.
The pin's broken up. Into the ring again. Oh my God, that's gotta hurt.
Rock moves in the nick of time.
And he denies Cody. Oh no, now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. I think he's got it locked in good. I just don't know how to counter this. He breaks the hold. Ooh. Ooh. Caught with a lariat. Suplex. Cody sizing him up, getting ready.
Rhodes looking to end this. Cody Rhodes nailed it.
Counters.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Over, nice DDT. Uh-oh.
It just got answered with a suplex. Oh, man. He's got the answer for that one.
He saw it coming.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver. Perhaps a unique suplex. Wrist shoulders down. Oh, he's still alive.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the...
Here it comes.
Picture perfect from The Rock.
And crashing down. And there's the cover.
There it is. Well, that proved to be enough this time.
And Rhodes able to reverse that.
Caught with a clothesline.
Up fast. Spinebuster. And this is gonna be it. And here's the win. Huge win here tonight. These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, The Rock!
An enormous win here in this fatal four-way match.
This match was absolutely filled with surprises and dramatic moments from all four superstars.
He reminds me of the great old school champions who revolutionized this sport in the last century.
If by that you mean he'll beat the crap out of you and not bat an eyelash, then sure. Gunther is a double tough and absolutely ruthless competitor in the ring. If you don't respect him, you will fear him, and either works for him.
sums it up.
Yeah, and Kane said his opponent has forgotten who WWE's true monster is. And he'll remind him by doing the devil's work.
When you stand across the ring from Kane, you are getting a frightening glimpse of hell on earth.
The hardest part of the ring.
There is nothing but malicious intent when you deal damage out on the apron.
Hooked up. Nothing fancy there. Spinning Uranagi.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
There's a snapmare.
And a basement drop kick. Gets out of there in a hurry. And this one might be headed ringside. Being carried around with ease. And that was a well-executed attack. You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force.
Big-time clothesline. Good grief.
In the ring against the big red monster. How does one match up to the physical dominance of Kane?
Trying to match up to a monster like Kane in terms of power is ultimately a fool's errand. What it comes down to is being smarter in the ring. Kane's a thinking man's monster, so to truly beat him, you have to outthink him.
And there was some force on that move.
To the face. What a redirect.
And there he attacked Kane like his life depends on toppling this monster.
Gunther beat the respect into him on that one. Working over the body there.
And that prevents Gunther's offense. Gunther cuts him off.
Pretty drop kick.
Ooh, well measured.
Saw that one coming. Took advantage.
Big-time clothesline. Good grief.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
And Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. The Devil's favorite demon walking among us and doing his work.
This is a horror movie that's spilled over into real life.
Cover. Shoulders are down. And a kick out.
The end was in sight.
It looks like Kane is about to secure this victory. Tombstone. Kane about to end this fight. Shoulders down.
Almost lost it all there.
That one came down to a razor-thin margin.
Oh, God.
Left by the turnbuckles. And that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Two-handed choke slam.
Utter dominance from Kane.
Gunther needs to cause some separation.
He needs to be prepared.
Run by the clothesline out of nowhere. Brought down and just twisting that. Ooh.
Neck twist. Ruthless. He's struggling a bit here.
That attack was a cacophony of catastrophe from Gunther.
Ripping at the eyes.
Oh, jarring back elbow. Gunther wants to finish this.
No way Kane is going to recover from that.
He kicked out.
There's still fire in the lungs of Kane, like a horror movie monster that can't be killed.
And Gunther definitely thought that would put him down. I can't imagine he's going to take it easy on him after such a defiant kick out.
Battling ringside and our announce table's getting shaky.
That's because Byron is quivering in fear next to me.
Well, I get nervous when the fight comes out here, guys. Oh, man.
This fight is going down right in front of our faces.
More up close and personal than I'd like to be. Gunther doesn't just want to fight, he wants to battle. Oh, and he's back in, beating the count. His defenses have fallen, and soon he may too.
Yeah, this is a dire situation right now. Gunther from behind, looking to cinch it in. This one may be over.
Coquina clutches in. Time to go night-night. Give up now. Swallow your pride and submit.
Just hang on for just a little bit longer.
He's risking permanent damage. But clutches in. This one could be over.
Breaking the grip, breaking the grip, breaking the hold.
And well-timed maneuver there.
The Devil's favorite demon with the Devil's favorite sidewalk slam.
And the big red monster. Does he get it here? Kicks out.
Obviously still has some fight left.
Target is set on Gunther. He's in peril. Kane with the grip. All the way. Kane stamping an end to this.
And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Gunther is down, but not out. Such a competitive drive, refusing to let this be over.
And the big red monster is absolutely fuming now. Kane only has even more dreadful thoughts in his mind right now. These competitors. Bear hug, squeezing the the bear hug, and a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Nice takedown.
Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet, and I think we just might see sidewalk slam.
Almost drove him through the ring. Gunther can taste victory now.
He wins! He wins! These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, Gunther!
A taxing victory here.
Getting it done the hard way.
Hard to argue with another notch in the win column, especially one like that.
And Kevin Nash set for competition. Defiant, arrogant, dangerous. All words to describe this behemoth.
You forgot cold-blooded and menacing, Cole. Big Daddy Cool is all about dominating and flattening the competition, so you can bet we're in store for some mayhem tonight.
Maybe I should also add disruptive to the list, Corey.
Yeah, but he's facing a bona fide Hall of Famer. JBL is a true blend of styles and old-school aggression with a modern analytical mind that ultimately took him to the top of the heap.
Few superstars have done as much to earn.
From the top. And Nash got bottled up there.
Reversal on top of reversal.
JBL bringing a hard-hitting style handle this one? How do you match the power of the Hall of Famer?
JBL's strategy is heavy on intimidation and aggression. You got to be ready for him to hit you, and you have to be ready to hit him back even more.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
And
lives to fight another day.
Coming back into the ring. Back to the action. Face bust cover. Only a 2 count.
at this point in the match, I'm surprised the ref hit 2.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. Answering back. Stiff headbutt.
Oh, my goodness.
From the ground up.
Power slam. An unyielding showing of authority. No two ways about it. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. Check your face out of that one.
It's their opponent's legs.
Alley-oop. And here's it coming. Just gets the shoulder up.
Close call. That was almost lights out.
Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that.
Oh, the reversal by JBL. DDT plants them. This match grinded him down a little. Up the turnbuckles. What's he gonna do? Lift off.
Taken out from high above. You gotta be some special kind of crazy to do that.
Whoa, stiff headbutt.
Well, this is a warning to grab our stuff and go.
Keep it in the ring, please. Saxton's a very fragile boy.
He reverses it.
Bang it back with their own counter. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Toss back into the ring.
Look at the power of the wrestling god, JBL, with the power.
He can end it here. And there's the kick out.
A truly impressive kick out this late.
Right in the face.
My God. Boom, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Kevin Nash about to establish his dominance. Whoa, powerbomb.
Can JBL come back from that?
Try and end it.
What in the world?
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
Nash was just about ready to have his arm raised and head back to the locker room, but not anymore. This thing's still going.
Just cranking the head.
Tossing him aside. And Nash didn't see that coming.
Vicious right forearm.
Stiff headbutt.
He must have had that scouted.
And that was a precisely measured attack.
Snap power slam.
Oh, did you hear that? Boom! What a headbutt. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Enough already.
Lands the knee.
And now Nash is bleeding profusely, guys.
The fight has been taken to Nash.
This can't be how Nash envisioned tonight going.
He's heading to the floor, but he can't take his time. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Climbing the turnbuckle now.
Oh, my God. He thinks he has it.
And he fights it off.
He just won't give up.
Able to reverse.
Nash isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Big Sexy.
Saw it coming and slowed it down with the back elbow.
And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. This has been a colossal battle to this point. No superstar is showing signs of backing down.
We're
From JBL.
JBL got all of it.
Work right. Pin stops.
This is getting intense. Someone check on Saxton.
JBL showing no fear up there.
He's getting up, but there's danger in front of him. From the top, the axe handle connects. Clothesline from hell.
That could bring an end to Nash.
Somehow he kicked out.
Nash is tapped deep into his reserve to kick out of that one. Big Sexy still in this.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink in there, but to no avail. What energy in the arena tonight. Planning on what to do next. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing. Kevin Nash about to establish his dominance. Powerbomb. That's it. Nash just ended things.
What a kick out.
What? What do you say? This is amazing.
What a match.
As devastating as Nash's maneuver was, it still wasn't enough.
This place has come unglued. Rightfully so.
Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
And did you hear the impact of that? No wind-up elbow drop.
Right to the back of the neck.
And he wants nothing to do with any of that. And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
Hooked up.
Shin breaker. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. He's going for it all. From the top. Drop off. We got a cover.
JBL wins.
Some superstars doing what they do best. Here are the highlights.
Here is your winner, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
A statement victory by this guy tonight.
Putting your body on the line like that is a huge risk. This match could have gone very differently.
But in the end, Corey, they are the ones celebrating. About it, Roman Reigns has firmly solidified his legacy here in WWE.
One of the most dominant superstars we've ever seen, and he's planning on reminding everyone of that fact here tonight.
There is no doubt that he's going to try and prove that in this one. The constant question still lingers. How long can Reigns remain at the head of the table?
But across the ring is a practically unstoppable behemoth, Yokozuna, an imposing competitor who uses his nearly 600-pound frame to simply steamroll his opponents.
This once-in-a-lifetime monster has proven to be much more than most men can handle. I mean, just look at him. It's easy to see why some people see facing off against Yokozuna as a hopeless endeavor.
Grabs the leg.
Oh, the leg toss.
I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
Belly to belly. Looking for an early pin. 2. He gets the shoulder up before 3.
Almost could have been a flash finish there.
Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark. He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
He planned for this and can still rally.
I just have to say, people don't give Roman the credit he deserves for being a brilliant strategist. He knows how to get into his opponent's heads, both inside and outside the squared circle. And I'm certain he's going to prove that again here tonight.
Some intimidating mind games from Roman Reigns could make all the difference here. He had it scouted. Put into the corner now. Wicked clothesline. Yokozuna manages to counter. Attack right to the sternum.
Getting out of the ring. Smart decision here. Shake off the cobwebs away from your opponent.
Whatever's playing here can't be good. My goodness! And then look at that! And they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
Look at this. He just tossed the leg.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Yokozuna's not looking as imposing or unstoppable after absorbing that attack.
And that's the kind of offense that's going to earn Reigns a spot in the Hall of Fame.
Reversal! What a counter! Referees count at 7. They need to get back into the ring.
Yokozuna turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
Yokozuna did it. What a huge victory. These guys were awesome. Let's take another look. Cold Steve Austin has always been a guy who seems to enjoy being a thorn in people's sides. Whether it's his boss or his opponents in the ring, he's not afraid to cause problems and drive others crazy.
Yeah, Austin is a true hellraiser. He's not here to play nice or even be liked. He just wants to get paid. And anyone who gets in the way of that is going to find out what a mean SOB he can be.
History is any indicator. You're certainly right about that, Corey.
But across the ring, you have a man who's the odds-on favorite in any match. Andre the Giant, a competitor who's not only bigger and stronger than almost anyone in the history of WWE, but who has traveled the world proving he's the most extraordinary athlete of all time.
You don't get to be the 8th wonder of the world without conquering the globe, and Andre's done just that.
Carefully measured.
Evading offense.
Ripped in the hard way. Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
Uh-oh, Cobra Clutch locked in.
And
Time to start dreaming. No.
Just disrespect. Cover for Andre the Giant. He kicks out before 2.
Gotta do more to get the fall.
Boom. Steve Austin starting to flounder some.
Taking on some offense, but he expected as much.
Sharp punch. DDT. He's on the ropes and the ref wisely stops the count. Climbing to the top rope.
From the top, all the way to the outside.
And after that, you know things have just kicked up a notch.
Pedal to the metal right now. Lights out, DDT connects. Jarring impact.
He's got him scouted. Great strength being shown here.
Oh, my gosh!
Stone Cold reverses. What are you guys thinking?
Obviously not about the ref's count, Cole.
Running STO Plinth.
Nicely done. Austin dodges that one. Shoulder tackle.
Reversal. Can they go on the attack? What a headbutt. Vicious.
Double arm lock.
Yeah, double arm lock. So I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Please don't remind me, Corey.
The Giant is leaving no breathing room here.
And this is just him refusing to give Austin any breathing room. Just throwing a constant stream of attacks Austin's way.
Moves outside. What's the plan here?
It's going to be agonizing for the arm.
And walking it dry.
The proverbial mud hole has been stopped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
Set him up with a right leg sweep.
Nicely done.
And he tosses him back in now. Down to Bowden. Shoulders down. Kicks out. He still has life.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
Oh, right to the heart.
You can't take much more of this.
Holding on by a thread. Maybe.
Stone Cold.
Austin got all of it.
Makes the cover.
Are you kidding me? Not even a one count.
Austin has put away so many opponents like this before, but tonight is going to be a tougher battle for the Rattlesnake. Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Andre showing how much punishment he can withstand before getting his own offense in.
Maybe Andre's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Get him into the corner.
Taking things way too far.
Ouch. That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner.
Oh my gosh, with one hand.
And it's Austin who finds himself on the receiving end there.
But still be careful. A rattlesnake cornered is at its most dangerous.
Oh, it is aggression, just pure brutality.
And Andre lining it up. Thunderous elbow drop.
That's it. Austin is out.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
That was the home run shot that got right at the fence.
Terminating knee smash.
Andre gets reversed.
Opportunity now for Austin to capture some momentum.
Could be exactly the fire starter the rattlesnake needed.
As this match goes on, is there any self-doubt running through the minds of these competitors?
You can't even allow that notion to creep into your head. You have come too far and fought too hard to grow weak now.
Oh, that hurt right in the kidney.
Golly. Sent into the corner.
Wicked clothesline. He heads outside. Countouts legal in this match. Assaulting the knee with purpose.
Hope you boys put your running shoes on. It might be time to clear out.
Whip back into the ring.
The Texas Rattlesnake rallying the people to his side.
Huge toss.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
And the pressure on Andre continues to mount.
Austin is kicking butt and taking names.
Oh, he retaliates.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Big back, but he can end it here. He's got
not the time to bask in disbelief.
He must have seen that coming.
Compromised position here.
Put down face first.
Oh, God.
Able to parry that one.
Jawbreaker. Call it, Dennis. Oh, Andre counters.
There's one. Headbutt.
No.
Do it.
The Giant has him staring at the lights.
The cover. Andre the Giant did it and picks up a huge win.
Well, this is one matchup that lived up to its billing, and then some.
Here is your winner, the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant!
Guys, it's rare we see such a closely contested match.
Wow, a dominating showing by the eighth wonder of the world right here tonight.
want his opponents in the WWE Universe to acknowledge him. He wants the whole world to.
Which is why I acknowledged him with a text first thing this morning, Cole. That's just what you need to do to stay on the Tribal Chief's good side. Otherwise, as we'll surely see here, you're going to get stacked and smashed. You're either on the island of relevancy or you're in Reigns' way.
I'll say this much for you, Corey. You are certainly a pragmatist.
And he's facing off against Rey Mysterio, a competitor who is known to bring the fight with a lot of heart. You find out real quick that Rey is tough to keep down.
Mysterio shows no fear and has a larger shadow than his stature would determine. But there are a lot of people in the locker room who want to be the one to say, I brought down the biggest little man in WWE.
Oof.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Great where?
That can't be enough, can it?
Throws up the shoulder.
He is too fresh to have been kept down there.
And he had Rey's number there.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework.
Corey, the last thing Rey Mysterio will do is back down. How does the head of the table control Mysterio and keep him down?
The Tribal Chief must compete in God mode at his pace, not Reigns. Reigns isn't sweating anybody, even the living lucha legend.
Into the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target.
This superstar willing to do whatever it takes.
Will Bulldog all the way down face first.
He can do it here. Forces the shoulder up.
There was barely any room between the official's hand and the mat on that near fall.
Mysterio with a wrist lock. Watch this athleticism and agility. Off the ropes.
My goodness.
Oh, suicide. Oh, straight to the floor.
You have daring and you have stupid. That was stupid.
It was a daring decision that didn't provide the expected result.
Yeah, stupid.
Turning off right by our announce table. And he gets set back into the ring.
Oh, round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Smart strategy, attack the knee.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
He's lost some of his wind now.
And oh wow, that just opened up Mysterio here.
And finds a counter.
Oh, that's gonna sting your back.
Here's a snapmare.
And a basement drop kick. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back. The Tribal Chief has it cinched in.
Cravat sleeper.
He's fading.
Will this match end on a submission?
He is in serious trouble here and finds his way out.
Drop kick to the knee.
Caught with a neck breaker.
Reigns had that scouted.
The head of the table cinches it in. Guillotine applied. Submission locked in tight. Nowhere to go. No escape. This could be the end.
There's no way he survives this. No way.
Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long while we're bridging out.
Incredible.
Mysterio with a DDT. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
This match may be nearing its limit.
Yeah, not looking good at all. And another counter.
Put into the corner now. Makes him pay with a counter.
Oh, round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
A jumping stop to the gut.
Ooh, stinging kick. Splash! May have just vanquished Reigns.
Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
Holy moly! Reigns' tightness on display.
Mysterio from the top.
Whoa, not quite yet.
No, stops the count at 2.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming. Mysterio still searching for that one big move. Reigns wondering what he must do to crush Rey beyond recognition.
Ooh, bang!
Vaulting plunger, incredible.
It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you.
And the explosion occurring ringside. Vicious right forearm.
Sharp reversal stopping Mysterio.
Counter after counter. Moved at the right time.
All right, back to it, returning to the ring.
Driving the face down.
Oh, right to the kidneys. And it's Reigns taking in another big hit.
Yeah, Mysterio looks fired up despite the toll this match has taken him.
Fighting back with a counter. Rey had that well scouted.
Great athleticism. The pillars of this building must be crumbling from the energy these fans are putting out right now.
These superstars are giving it their all, and this audience is giving it right back. He'll take things into the ring.
He's testing fate here, in danger of a countout. Talk about a close call.
Yeah, the referee was dangerously close to making it to 10 right there.
Sent hard to the outside.
This superstar picking up speed. Wrecking ball. Drop kick.
That is the attitude of a daredevil. The ability to take risks with minimal trepidation.
No fear. Absolute reckless abandon.
Continued attacks from Rey Mysterio.
Reigns has to turn the tide quickly. From the outside.
Springboard frog splash.
Now Rey needs to end this.
2 count.
That's it. The blood and sweat put into this match, well worth it. Sometimes a match can't live up to the hype, guys, but that one sure did.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, against all odds, fought against the oppression, fought against the brutality of the head of the table, and stands victorious.
I never thought I'd see this. Rey Mysterio planted his flag on the island of relevancy, survived its hellacious terrain, and defeated
And Damian Priest kicking things off here. A formidable superstar with new purpose, I think, in the Judgment Day.
Priest has completely refocused himself. He used to be about the light and the dark, and now he's all about punishment. Single-minded and ruthless as they come. I think we're about to see a side of him we never even imagined.
Bad news for anyone who steps in the ring with him, I fear.
And he'll be dealing with a smooth-talking, machismo-oozing street fighter from Miami in Razor Ramon.
Say hello to the bad guy. You want to talk about a man who knows how to carve you up and get the job done? Look no further. Survey says it's going to be one more for the bad guy.
Just a good old toss for the leg.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet. Wrist clutch suplex.
Oh, had that well scouted.
Whoa, leaping through the air.
And Damian Priest is the proverbial 5-tool player. Is there a specific skill set that should bring him the win tonight?
Not really. Priest is so good, he can determine which strategy is best on the fly. All he needs to do is stay patient and determine which of his physical advantages is best.
He thinks he has it. Launches a shoulder up in time.
He's looking to do whatever it takes to survive. Able to give him the slip.
And Priest fends him off. Quick takedown there.
Priest with the elevated flatliner.
Off into the pin. 2. A kick out before 3.
Somehow, some way.
And he's able to fight Priest off. He leaves the ring, but he could lose this match by countout. And he's able to reverse.
Firm control.
Boom! And a big boot. Fight is so close to our announce table.
Yeah, I'm just going to step aside now.
Hey, wait for me.
Spinning hip kick.
Showing off the quickness, that'll turn things around in a hurry.
Punishing stretch.
There's a fine line between strain and pain when your shoulder is worked like that.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Forward to the jaw.
Uh-oh.
Caught with that sharp elbow.
Overhand right lands.
Oh, saw it coming.
Here it comes, Byron. Look at the height.
It is.
Razor's edge. Did that finish Priest off?
Cover. Cover.
1, 2, 3, 4.
An incredible win for Razor Ramon. Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
Here is your winner, the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
And he certainly proved himself a superstar to watch with this one.
Razor wins. Another one for the bad guy.
Lashley looks unstoppable, and to make matters worse, the Almighty's not above launching an ambush out of nowhere.
That's a slanderous accusation, Cole. The Almighty is on a mission and always ready to compete.
However you...
Hold applied, and that shoulder's getting heavy. Trying to find a way out. That's one way out of the submission. Clothesline. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Ooh, nice hip drop.
Uh-oh.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake.
Oh, what a kick.
Shot after shot, then slamming their face down.
Return fire from Vader.
Oh, just scrubbing the face on the canvas. And an elbow drop for added measure.
He's getting a little battered now.
No need to panic. He's still swinging.
Suplex.
Launched.
Looking for the quick pin. Lifts up the shoulder.
Very soon to be going for a pinfall.
Oh, God.
Evades their offense.
Caught in a bad position here.
Driven down face first.
So much has been made of the strength of Bobby Lashley, but what about his intangibles, Corey?
The only thing stronger than Lashley's muscles is his will to win. If the Almighty keeps his composure, there is nothing to stop him from imposing that will on anybody he's in the ring with.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Just look at Vader gain the momentum in this one.
But Lashley always has the power to fight back in this.
And now gets tossed into the ring. He's returning fire.
Vader's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
You can't take down a mastodon with a kitchen knife. Vader just proved that.
From the top. Are you kidding me? Lashley is unable to stop any attack.
Vader is now fully in control.
One reversal after another. These two are reading each other's minds.
Sent into the corner.
Oh, he counters right back on Vader.
Yeah, he's able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
Clothesline knockdown. Here we go. Comeback time.
This superstar's on fire. Pace begins to quicken.
Unbelievable. Plants them. Had it scouted. Getting carried away. Bad spot to be in.
Piercing the throat.
He's just getting beaten on all fronts here.
Yeah, this match has not been kind to him. Cinching in the hurt lock.
The hurt lock locked in. It's not embarrassing to tap out. He's full Nelson locked in pretty good here. Oh, look at the power. That's tremendous power. He gets the break.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Solid contact from Bobby Lashley.
Can't quite get him there.
He's been placed in the corner now. And what a maneuver we just saw there. Looking to end it here.
This could be it.
No, kick out at two.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
His eyes are fixated. He's looking to end this. Just a devil-may-care attitude on full display.
Going for broke, and it pays off.
This match is spilled out to the ringside area. And as we can see, tension's really running high now.
Yeah, we should probably clear the way, guys.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
And Lashley is as ferocious as ever on the attack there.
Yeah, somehow Lashley still has some gas in the...
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Oh, my God, what a shocker. Able to somehow power out at 2. The Almighty is focused on finishing this.
Cinching in the hurt lock.
It's cinched it. Full Nelson locked in pretty good here. Oh, look at the power. That's tremendous power. He gets the break. Lashley creates it. Oh, bear hug. Squeezing the breath out of it.
Military press.
Launched.
Into the corner now.
Stand by, Vader. Gentlemen, stand by for a Vader bomb. Vader with a game ender. 2.
Oh, he gets the shoulder right before 3.
Lashley able to find more power in that endless tank of his to get the shoulder up.
How draining was that? Can it be done again? Can that maneuver be summoned at least one more time? I don't think any of these superstars are going to show any quit at this point.
Never say die attitude on full display.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Your face after that one.
That's gotta be it.
There's 2.
Oh, did he get him?
2.5. How is he still in this match?
By the skin of his teeth.
Just punched him right in the middle. Relentless. Right to the face.
My God.
Shifts it back onto him.
Oh no, getting in position. What's he planning to do here?
Targeting the shoulder with the claw. Bobby Lashley is starting to fade.
The Almighty is going to tap out.
Escape and a takedown.
Vader avoids that one.
Hoisted up. Snap suplex.
Uh-oh.
Thunderous for the pin and the win.
Yes.
2.
Finally got him. I can't believe this match is finally over. Now let's look back at that amazing action.
Here is your winner, the man they call Vader.
He really got the better of the opposition here.
I agree. It was quite the display tonight.
After this win, you cannot question the heart and determination of this superstar.
Well said, Byron. I don't think anyone will be questioning that from now on. A superstar ready to go here. And here comes their opponent tonight.
Their opponent doesn't seem to be any rush to get inside the ring.
Yeah, not at all.
Wait a minute, wait. Is the superstar walking away?
Turn around.
Uh-oh.
In the hard way.
This superstar has no choice.
They want nothing to do with this fight. They're running scared.
Now they finally got them where they want them.
And the bell sounds with tensions clearly high for this one. And guys, with the level of disrespect outside the match, I can only imagine the trend will continue here.
Let me just say, if that was the level of respect on display going into this one, I'm pretty sure we can all imagine how this match is going to go down. I'm talking low down and dirty, gentlemen. I don't respect you, and you certainly don't respect me. That's what I'm talking about.
Facebuster.
And an elbow drop, too.
Pow, what a shot.
Gets him with the counter.
Atomic drop. Ooh.
Drop kick on target.
Hung out to dry.
And countouts are legal, so hopefully this will be a short trip outside.
Wow, what a strike to the back.
What's the best way to contend with a superstar who has the British Bulldog's impressive muscular build?
Well, if you can't overpower the British Bulldog, your best chance is to outmaneuver him. Pick your spots and attack. If you go toe-to-toe with the Bulldog, you might get caught in his bite.
Nicely done.
Tough position to be caught in here. Taken down with a body slam.
Shoulder tackle.
The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
If he can hold the line here, he'll be in a good position.
Lifting their opponent back to their feet and a thunderous right hand.
Bulldog's attack gets reversed.
Knee right to the gut.
His shoulders are down. No, he punts the shoulder before 3.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
It couldn't have felt good being shucked around like that.
Crushing the knee there.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
This is...
Uh-oh.
The power, the strength, and now just pressing. And a drop.
Off the ropes.
Leg drop.
Ooh. Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm. Cover. Powers through after 2.
You have to think this match is starting to take its toll.
Saw that one coming. You hear the talk in the locker room, the anything you can do, I can do better mentality that's been building between these competitors.
I've noticed just how much they've been trying to one-up each other as of late, and I'm liking what I'm seeing.
They got the win. That is a huge win here tonight. We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Everyone brace yourselves. Something tells me we're going to be hearing a "I told you so" for quite some time, pulling off this upset. bell, and guys, we know that once that bell rings, something just awakens in a superstar like Braun Strowman. Not that there really are any superstars like Braun Strowman.
Absolutely, Michael. Strowman has a thirst for competition that is unparalleled, but it is really his lack of conscience in any shape or form that his opponents have to watch out for. He's so aggressive in that way.
Strowman is any superstar's nightmare, both in and outside the ring. The punishment is over when he says it's over.
And then there's the Ultimate Warrior. As wild and unpredictable as he is powerful. Actually, probably more so. Throw in his nonstop intensity, and good luck trying to get past him when he's across the ring from you.
The line has been drawn, the war paint is on, and the Warrior is breathing in the ashes of the battlefield.
Gutbuster!
Stops to legs.
Stomping. Ouch.
Face buster. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
The power, the intensity to the forces from outer realms. Corey, can there be a best approach when squaring off against the Ultimate Warrior?
Warrior's going to try to push the pick.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him. What a unique submit. Bear hug. Well-placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Clothesline.
What impact.
Getting carried. Unsure what they're thinking. Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. Shoulders down. No, kicks out.
And frustration might be starting to set in.
What power.
What dominance.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement.
Strong suplex.
Uh-oh.
Can he do it here? He forces a break before the count of two.
Staying in this one.
Strowman to the outside.
The wind up and the pitch.
Mounting their opponent and just
Battering their opponent.
Now that'll do some serious damage.
oh my gosh, with one hand. The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out.
Tagged with a punch.
The awesome power of the Ultimate Warrior.
Braun is being completely neutralized.
Able to reverse that one.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
And that intense style of Warrior taking a bit of a downturn there.
Yeah, Strowman's aggression clearly cannot be contained.
Clothesline! This could do it! Got the shoulder up. I can't believe this match is going to continue.
Holy moly, how? Big slam.
He turns it around.
Big overhand.
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first. Just unmatched power from the monster among men.
You know what Guerrero's call that? The Strowman press.
Headed up. He's thinking big.
From the top. Whoa, look out.
And that was a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block.
everything he has. Closed fist connects.
Okay, consider that a harsh lesson.
From way up. Had the Ultimate Warrior scouted. And he gets sent back into the ring. Clothesline! Heads out of the ring. What's next? And a well-executed move we just saw there. And an elbow.
Big knee. And right between the shoulder blades.
Turned it around to hit a DDT with authority. And gets tossed back into the mat. Oh, Strowman, what power!
One takes him down.
Oh no, Warrior in trouble.
Oh, and he just kicked out.
Can't believe it. The Warrior tapped into something otherworldly to kick out just then.
Strowman beside himself now. He saw this going down a whole lot differently, like it has so many other times before.
And then you become one with the mat.
Braun Strowman's aggression playing out as it has so many times before.
Warrior moves. Nasty knee. It's been a hard-hitting affair here tonight.
These competitors are going to have trouble walking on their own after this one.
Ripped in the hard way. Big forearm.
Oh, Braun stopped that in its tracks.
Turns it around. The sole of the foot meets the stomach.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. That's it. What an impressive win for Ultimate Warrior.
Here's a few clips from the last match for us.
Here is your winner, the Ultimate Warrior!
This one's over, folks. Warrior getting it done.
There was never any doubt.
Wow.
We just saw a Monster Slayer strike right before our very eyes.
Everyone has been anticipating this one as we bear witness to the one and only Tommaso Ciampa, a competitor who isn't afraid to unleash his inner madman in the ring.
Ciampa's already one tough individual on his good days. When he lets himself slip into those dark, rage-filled corners of his mind, he becomes a truly intimidating foe.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him. The bear hug, and a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Neckbreaker.
Ouch. Oh, Yokozuna counters. Oh, right to the chest.
Going up top.
Perched up top.
Moved out of the way.
Nobody home.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want. Now he's been put on the defensive.
He planned for this and can still rally. Boom, right across the small of the back.
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
He's outside the ring now.
Hope he's got a plan.
display there. How do you approach a match with Tommaso Ciampa, a competitor who has been known to take liberties inside the ring?
For starters, you need to try and keep the ref inside of the action so Ciampa can't sneak in a cheap shot. But more importantly, keep your head on a swivel. Maintaining strong ring awareness will make it harder for Ciampa to catch you off guard with dirty offense and also help you spot good openings to attack.
Saw it coming and got out of there. Well scouted by Ciampa.
Fist directly to the gut. Boom, running ST. Shoulders down, this could be it. On the ropes, referee breaks the count.
Oh, look at this. He just tossed a leg.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Measured knee drop.
He can end it here. Gets the shoulder up after one.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
From a seated position, this takes tremendous power.
Suplex.
Taking a trip outside, but he's got to be mindful of the count.
What a clothesline.
Good grief. Elbow on the spot. Kick to the gut.
Cranked around into a neck breaker.
Ciampa with a well-timed shot.
And it looks like Yokozuna is bleeding after that.
And a clothesline. Oh, that got turned around on Yokozuna.
It into an arm drag.
Whoa, stiff headbutt.
Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
Tommaso Ciampa in quite a bind.
This has just been an absolute massacre.
Oh, red in there.
Ciampa wants to end this. Project Ciampa.
Cover. 2. He kicks out at 2.
How?
Doing whatever it takes.
Powerless position to be in right now.
Leave the side. Jeez.
Clawing at the opponent's face.
Ripping at the eyes.
Oh, this superstar using the rope as a weapon. This is uncalled for.
If a shortcut presents itself, you better take.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing bullseye drop.
Will Yokozuna seal the deal?
He stays alive. He stays alive.
Next level grit being shown by Ciampa. How did he manage to kick out?
And Yokozuna is just stunned. How in the world can someone get a shoulder up when a 600-pound man is on top of you?
He moves just in time.
Discus lariat. That was nasty.
You're going to need your back adjusted after that one.
He's taking this to the floor now.
Ooh, what a headbutt.
Vicious. The Blackheart with a counter. Oh, what a knee strike. He's in a little bit of trouble now.
This is the black-hearted nature of Ciampa coming in handy.
Great counter. Getting back into the ring. I've got to say, the amount of punishment we've seen in the match would have already ended most superstars.
The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts. Crushing knee strike. Double underhook applied. Up and out.
Fairy tale ending. Yokozuna's in serious danger. Cover. Two.
No, my, that was close.
Tremendous power from Yokozuna on that kick out. The big man is clearly far from done.
And Ciampa clearly furious that that didn't end things. I sense we're about to see an even more dangerous Ciampa now. One step ahead of Ciampa.
Oof, back elbow puts a stop to things.
What a clothesline.
Good grief.
Tommaso Ciampa taking the upper hand.
Ciampa is so systematic with his offense.
Ripping at the eyes. And Yokozuna finds himself on the receiving end again.
Yeah, Ciampa wants to take this match into even deeper waters.
The WWE Universe willing these superstars on.
Pumping the adrenaline they so desperately need right now.
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
Gentlemen, in the interest of self-preservation, I may have to excuse myself. Saxton, you hang tight. Let this play out.
Taste of pain. And now thrown back into the ring.
Knee right to the gut.
Able to elude it. And clothesline. Producing a trampling.
Ciampa avoids damage.
What a clothesline.
Good grief.
High angle belly to back suplex.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. That's it. Ciampa got him and picks up the win. These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
Here is your winner, Tommaso Ciampa.
A surprisingly fast victory here tonight.
Clever is really the only word that can describe that victory.
However you want to describe it, it certainly worked. I'm sure plenty of people remember Drew McIntyre's departure from WWE, but his return ended up being the more momentous occasion.
No question there. McIntyre came back more experienced, more dominant, and frankly, bigger than anyone could have ever imagined.
And ever since that return, it seems like Drew has only gotten more impressive inside the ring.
And we know it doesn't take much to get Macho Man heated, but will he be able to conserve his energy and dig down if this fight goes into the deep water?
I don't think conserving energy is part of Randy's style. The man's a tower of power, too sweet to be sour, and you best believe he only has one speed.
You're only saying that because you were in his rap video.
And that was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
Incoming!
Crash landing powerbomb.
No muss, no fuss on that delivery. Someone clearly doesn't want this match to go on much longer than it has to.
Oh, an arm breaker.
Trying to take away that grip, that range of motion on that end.
Elbow drop right on point. He's taking some good hits.
He had to be prepared to take some damage tonight.
Oh, caught a powerbomb.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career.
Gotta find a way to get out of this.
Oh, right to the throat. Ooh. That is attacking with malicious intent. Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
One of the most revered superstars in the history of WWE. It's got to be hard to match the energy that Macho Man Randy Savage brings to the ring.
Well, trying to match that energy is a fool's errand, Cole, but forcing Macho Man to match your pace might be the key to victory. Grounding Savage with attacks would be a good place to start.
Neck breaker excellently executed.
Not the position you want to be in right now. Oh, what's off the rope? He's got him covered. Close to a 3 count.
I'm surprised he wasn't able to kick out sooner.
Savage with a mace. Is it enough here? Shoulder up and the referee ends the count.
Not even a near fall there.
He switches it back around.
Into the corner. This can't be good.
Dangerous position with your feet tied up like that. Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre.
The superstar is digging down deep.
This superstar giving themselves a major chance in this match.
Turning the tables. Clothesline on the back of the neck.
Executed hip toss.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
No! Suicide dive to the outside.
Cole does it better, just exhibiting their fearlessness.
Exhibiting guts and accuracy as well. Good golly, what a knee.
And McIntyre getting clobbered there.
Savage is the cream of the crop, and he's not going to let anyone forget it.
Great presence of mind by McIntyre.
Oh, strong impact.
He's able to fend off the attack.
Oh, what a right hook.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Randy Savage, the cream of the crop.
Drew doesn't usually allow his opponents to gain this much confidence. A springboard, will it be? This is where desperation becomes a factor. Time to pull out all the stops.
Randy Savage heads up.
From way up high.
He misses the target.
Short flight, but a rough landing.
Suplex. He's on his heels a bit now.
Yeah, Mac.
The countdown is on, gentlemen.
Sunset. Hits the combo. Savage gonna need a miracle.
That's gotta be it.
2 count. No way. No way.
Savage will not stop
fighting. The Macho Man doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
And where McIntyre goes from here is unknown. Drew's accustomed to putting out so many men with that maneuver.
We are seeing a lot of guts, a lot of determination out there. You have to wonder where that one turning point to end this will come from.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. And this might not have a pleasant ending. Get out of the way. He knew it was coming. Oh, did he have the Macho Man scouted? Oh, look at the power. Dumped him to the floor. This is what you call high risk, high reward.
And his eyes are piercing through the opposition.
Up high. Whoa, what a landing. Just crashing down with high impact. Lots of potential for injury here at ringside. These superstars better be careful.
The floor, the barricades on table. None of these things are fun to collide with. Strong knee connects.
And now gets tossed into the ring. Side slam. Nice. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. From the top. Our official just took a big hit.
Oh, come on. Let's keep it clean in there.
Scraping over the eyes.
What a shot.
Pile driver on its way.
Spiked. Sit out. Pile driver. Punch. Boom. Right to the jaw.
You can pick up your teeth in section 112.
Well measured.
Just using their foot as a weapon.
So ruthless.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
And the madness cannot be stopped.
Headlock. Ooh, cheap shot right above the eye.
Up they go.
That'll jam your tailbone. Has him wrangled.
And an inverted atomic drop. Savage thinking big.
Top rope.
Fails to hit the bullseye.
What a boot. The admiration for these superstars is echoing throughout this arena right now.
From the middle rope. Side slam. Nice.
Flat kicks from the spear. He goes for the win. Then he closes it out.
Incredible resiliency.
Uh-oh. The counter. Oh, McIntyre holding him at bay. He's outside the ring now.
Hope he's got a plan.
Uh-oh. Jawbreaker.
Call it dead.
What a knee lift.
Somebody better check his nose.
Oh, what a right. Yeah, that's some attitude behind it.
What a double axe handle. Battling at ringside can be very unforgiving. You have to be careful out there.
No protection out here. No safe confines to speak of.
Spiked. Sit out. Pile driver. Come
a count out.
He is delivering elbow after elbow.
He's back into the ring.
Oh, man, by the skin of his teeth.
Gee, what a way to make us sweat.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Now that'll do some serious damage.
Able to sidestep it.
Headlock. Oh, cheap shot right above the eye. Hoisted way up there and down hard.
Uh-oh, 3 times.
Boom.
Hits back with a jawbreaker.
Big time atomic drop.
That'll have you laughing funny.
He turns it around.
Delivering the suplex.
The WWE Universe has come alive.
Will Drew finish things now?
For the win. There's 2. Kicks out.
Unbelievable kick out. Where's the Macho Man getting the strength from?
That was supposed to be it. No one is. Here we go. Somersault plancha.
That was coming in hot at breakneck speed.
Going fast and living dangerously. Kick to the stomach puts an end to that.
Jarring impact. Finds a counter for Savage.
Quick return to the ring.
Vicious right forearm.
Great counter.
Quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
Savage load him in there.
Atomic drop.
How about another?
How about a hat trick?
Okay, here we go.
With the atomic drop.
Right to the gut.
What a shot.
The Macho Man Randy Savage. What is he planning? Oh my God! A spring, will it be? He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct. Pile driver on its way.
Sit out, pile driver. Sight set on the top rope.
Perched on the top rope.
And he doesn't connect.
This building is rocking right.
The Kimura.
Wow, the power that takes is insane.
The official asking it.
He is doing whatever he can to break the Kimura, and he does.
Clothesline.
What's he being put in? Just got clobbered. Unexpected result there.
Shots out quick. Claymore.
That might be all Drew needs.
On the win. Wow, he's going to celebrate all night long. Let's take another look at what made that matchup so memorable.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
An impressive win for this superstar, that's for sure.
Drew McIntyre's return to dominance continues with that big...
It's going to be an interesting matchup, but we've got company, gentlemen.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, this match just got even more exciting.
Why does this superstar need to be out here?
Well, it looks like they're coming our way, Saxton. You can ask them yourself.
Oh, great.
There's nothing wrong with surveying a situation.
As long as they sit closer to you.
How can you focus on your opponent in the ring when you got someone running around at ringside?
Running around, Cole, they're simply here to survey the scene, maybe take a few notes. It's about game prep.
Yeah, maybe take a few notes. Likely to get involved.
That's development, as we just saw. It looks like some people will resort to anything to get in someone's head.
Yeah, call it a mind game, call it an added variable. Now they will have to watch their back even.
He goes for the quick pin. He kicks out before 3.
Got surprisingly close to a pinfall there.
Hoisted up. Dropped on the knee with a gut buster.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
It's easier said than done, but when you're in the ring with The Rock, the best thing you can do is try to shake his confidence. Pester him. Get under his skin. If you can frustrate and disrupt the Great One, he simply won't be at his best. And that can create some big openings.
Oh, what a clothesline. Clothesline! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
He went right into that turnbuckle.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver.
Inverted backbreaker.
Ow! A continued assault from Sheamus.
He's been trying to disrupt The Rock, trying to shake his confidence, and it looks like it's working. He's found quite an opening.
He's turning the tables.
And The Rock is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
But Rock has to keep the pedal at full throttle while he has the opening.
Did you guys expect this match to be this physical?
Absolutely. This is exactly what I came to see tonight.
And now the action spilling to the outside of the ring. Our guest commentator looking on.
Seems like our guest is taking issue.
Oh, whoa! Well, our guest commentator is no more, guys.
Well, we still got a match to settle.
Might not take that long.
You know, this superstar needs to focus on the match, not over here in commentary.
Hey, you can just feel. Here's a cover.
Just kicked out. Close call. Ooh, bullseye.
On a forearm.
Implanted by the DDT.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
And Sheamus on the receiving end of the beating there.
Until that bell rings and his arm is raised, The Rock's making it absolutely clear that he's going to keep bringing it.
Ooh, again.
The Celtic Warrior in bad shape here.
I think The Rock's opponent can smell it, guys.
He's heading
Up high.
Oh, got caught. Unable to counter.
Sheamus able to take a stand there.
Yeah, Sheamus able to momentarily stop the bleeding, but will he also gain control?
Watch out! They're coming towards the announce desk.
What the hell are you doing, Byron? Big risk here. He may be counted out.
He might be oblivious to the count, guys. You know, I've noticed some friction lately between these superstars.
Well, you can't be friends with everybody.
I've noticed the same. There's definitely something of a rivalry here. This match is spilled out to the ringside area, and as we can see, tension's really... And that's all she wrote. That match deserves another look. Here we go.
here is your winner, The Rock!
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, despite the earlier distraction, they were able to focus and keep their eyes on the prize.
See?
To the Intercontinental Championship. So much weight attached to this match.
Yeah, but right now it's all about living in the present, in the now. That's the only way the champ's going to get out of this when his title took.
And that toss sent them soaring.
I'll just leave it at this.
He could be looking for a submission here. Quick reaction to Hart there. Right to the nose. Simple but effective leg drop. Referee in position. The challenger's shoulder up after one.
Not even a 2 count for him.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line. The Hitman kicks out.
Already having to expel so much unnecessary energy this early on.
Nice takedown.
And that one misses the mark.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold. Retaliation from the Hitman. Counters that.
Double underhook applied.
Butterfly suplex. Dolph Ziggler loves to show off, loves to prove just how good of an in-ring talent he is. Corey, do you think that cockiness might lead to Ziggler's downfall here?
No, Cole, it's a feature, not a bug. Ziggler is really good at that. You cannot out-wrestle Dolph, so go the brute force option. Ziggler can take a beating, but he definitely doesn't want to.
Inside out with the double axe handle.
Re-entering the ring now. Set him up. Russian leg sweep. Fireman's carry.
Nice takedown.
Jumping DDT by the show-off.
Ah, flipping the script on him there. And Brent gets countered.
And responds with a counter of their own.
As the challenger pinned. Is this it? And he kicks out a hair before 3.
A kick out at the slimmest of margins.
Hart wasting no motion on the counter. Simple but effective leg drop.
Oh, for the arm bar and a punishing stretch.
Focusing on the shoulder like that can be felt all the way to your fingertips.
And I think that one busted Dolph open.
Swinging neckbreaker connects.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Soaring. That is what happens when you throw your body around. You event. Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here?
Oh, there it is, the abdominal stretch.
Grabbing the ankle.
Sharp elbows. And a hip toss to escape.
A bad place to be for the challenger.
Yeah, Hart knows that now is a time where his execution has to be flawless.
Knew what was coming there. What a clothesline. Ouch. Ziggler now lacking any signs of resistance.
And look at him just unloading on Ziggler. The brute force option is working right now against Dolph.
Pulled in for a belly
To belly.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
boom. Getting back into the ring.
Oof. He gets what he deserves for all that gloating.
Sent right out of the ring.
They don't call Ziggler the show off for no reason.
Dolph Ziggler connected with a good shot there. I got all of that one. He's returning fire.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh.
Sharpshooter applied.
He's in. Good job getting to the ropes there.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
He's looking to completely render this leg useless. Stump puller leg snap. Very effective.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
And Brett gets countered. Neckbreaker. How is this superstar still in this match?
Determination.
He's building some momentum here.
Big clothesline. Sudden cutoff from Brett.
We are seeing a next-level performance from these competitors tonight.
They've shown a lot of resiliency. You have to give them that.
Knee strike.
The champ not looking great right now.
Ziggler able to deliver some serious offense there.
Lands face first. Oh.
He avoids the damage.
And what?
Right to the gut.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission. Targeting the shoulder with the claw. Dolph Ziggler all...
There it is.
Bret Hart retains the title.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart.
An important victory for him in this match.
Look, we've seen the show-off fight back from bigger beatings than this.